3 decades ago, Studio Ghibli's animated fantasy My Neighbor Totoro taught us about the importance of relationships with family, friends, and nature. Similarly, the concept of Totoro House is heavily inspired by the strong family bond of the clients, the connection between its occupants, and relationship to landscape. As a translation of the animated fantasy, the house focuses on blending the boundaries. Walls in this zone were imagined as a vertical threshold that focuses on keeping the occupants together despite their varied working tasks. Subtle interplay of spaces that is very abstract of Totoro House. I am background and founder of BEA Plus, and I am going to talk about my personal thoughts about Totoro House. The existing house accommodated 2 bedrooms, a master bedroom with ensuite, a guest room, and a bathroom. However, all the spaces have been rejuvenated to match the standard of the new extension. The new design incorporates a large circular window that frames the view of the outdoor living space and backyard as inspired by the Japanese concept of shakke. The circular motif is extended through the dining, living, and master bedroom spaces to inform a frame transition between the interior and exterior. It gives the house a sense of serenity during quiet school days whilst connecting the home to the backyard for family sports in the evening. Part of the window is made operable to allow for natural cross ventilation. Considering the Australian climatic conditions, these revamps are ideal. The frame itself also acts as seating for young children. Climbers offer a sense of privacy and security for the residents on the western facade without the need for traditional fencing. Some parts of the home extend outwards to form an outdoor living, cooking, and seating space. This often blurs the spaces between the courtyard and the house. Totoro House concept evolves around a dynamic open space that will start to move around the entrance as you walk inside the house. When you are within the property, it just opens up lovely. You actually see all the way through to the backyard, and that's one of the main features in the home, allowing your vision to see the full depth of property. The visual connection also gives us the ventilation that we are looking for through this home. Moreover, the dynamic exterior lines will lead the eyes towards the horizon and merges the house in the environment gently without bothering the sky rooftop scene. Totoro House provides a perfect example of the beautiful outcome that the modern design can bring when it's intertwined with nature. In the exterior side, as an environmentally conscious practice, careful consideration in terms of material use is evident throughout Totoro House. The project under consideration features a combination of materials, including brass for exterior cladding and cement bonded particle board for the ceiling. These are complemented by porcelain tiles for flooring and white painted bricks for the garden wall. With regard to the door and window components, Western red cedar is the preferred material, while industrial engineered wood is utilized for the wooden beams. When we look at the project in general, although brick and Western red cedar are used, a general lack of texture is noticeable in this building. However, the use of these materials together still gives a balanced appearance in terms of atmosphere. The design of the building and the shape and location of the openings also make this building look lighter than it is. When brick is used here as one of the most traditional and universal building materials, red cedar preferred because of its versatility allows it to blend harmoniously with its natural surroundings and gives mid-century aesthetic of the new interior. In the interior side, as with the exterior, the materials used in the interior have been kept same with only a few new materials being incorporated. That's because the spaces are well defined and yet flowing gently into each other as if in a perfect sequence. This provides an ambience to this work that missing in many of today's architecture. The materials are including firwood furnitures and cement bonded particle board for the ceiling. These are complemented by porcelain tiles for flooring and bricks for the wall. With regard to the door and window components, Western red cedar is the preferred material, while industrial engineered wood is utilized for the wooden beams. In addition to these, leather sofas and plexi tables added as a new materials. The interior, which again has a balanced atmosphere like the atmosphere outside, is decorated with carpets. Rugs are decorative objects that have multiple uses, at the same time that it helps to delimit a room without using walls or other partitions. It can also warm the environment, especially when used on cold floors like here, making the use of space more dynamic. Furthermore, it is a decorative object that, by covering a considerable area, used as a tool to give identity to that place and standing out as a focal point. In TV and living rooms, the rug must start from under the sofa, reaching the rack, and can also integrate armchairs, poof, and corner and center tables like in Totoro House. Due to their scope, living room rugs are used as a focal point of the environment, and when the choice is a neutral rug, it aesthetically balances the space, bringing another texture to the place. In dining rooms, the rug, which usually has the same shape as the table, helps to delimit the space of this furniture and the circulation around it. Considering all its features, the biggest feature that attracted me to this project was the structure is an excellent example of how the design of spaces can encourage meaningful conversations and the power architecture has in shaping human behavior. Use of natural light, choice of materials, and furniture placement create an atmosphere of openness and engagement.